to you.
All right,
Julie,
thanks a lot,
take it away.
Dave. Thank you. Well, this has been a big year for retro fashion. Everything from the ultra ladylike look of the 50s to the bold style of the 80s. And retro chic is not just trendy, it can really flatter your figure. So for today's Chic on a Shoestring, Mandi Norwood, editor-in-chief of Shop Etc. magazine, is here to show us her favorite looks. Good morning, Mandi.
Judy, hi.
And we have on board competing, of course, Harry, Renee, Doretha from Atlanta, Georgia, and Hannah.
Woo!
The contestants. Thank you, contestants. Okay, so, but not only is it retro, but it's modified to make it look not completely like, you know, you're in a time
yeah,
warp.
I mean, straight out of the gate, Shop Etc. tip, you are not stepping out of a time capsule. For goodness sake, don't raid your mum or your grandma's wardrobe. This is about modifying it, making it modern, and working with your body shape.
Let's take a look at our first models. And this is from the 50s, the ladylike dress.
It was so glamorous back then, wasn't it? It was so great. And what's really special about this look, this very pretty and pink look, is that if you've got wide hips, it's a great way to disguise wide hips because nobody's actually sure whether they're looking at the dress or whether they're looking at the hips. And the other great thing as well is that if you've got wide hips, you normally have a very pretty narrow waist. So a dress like this really shows off that contour well.
Okay, well, we have 3 people voting for, oh, we got to switch. Oh, Harry, I need a vote.
No.
Okay. Harry, Renee, and Doretha say number 2 is the steel. Hannah says number 1. Who's right, who's wrong?
Oh, the masses have it. It's number 2 is the steel at $127.99. It's a great look. This little dress from Necessary Objects. Can you even believe this? This is $78 versus the other one by Jill Stewart, which is $495. But what you're paying for here is pure silk. That dress is pure silk, it's silk chiffon, and it's also lined. And the way to make this very modern, forget the pearls. Leave the pearls at home and wear the gold sandal.
And the gold sandals, there's a price difference there too.
Yeah, 9 West down here at $49.99 versus the J. Crew at $168. But you've got a very antique suede going on there. So, you know, if you want to invest in the look, buy the J. Crew.
Okay, ladies, thank you. Let's bring in our next look, which is taking us back to the 60s, the mini skirt.
Yeah, the moving, grooving 60s. Now, this is a great look if you've got a very boyish shape. If you want some definition on the waist, this wide waistband, and also the tulip skirt. That's what's modern about the 60s mini skirt this year.
Yeah, it doesn't go straight down, it gives you curves.
That's right. And the black and white is a nice way of breaking up the body so you don't have this long sort of string bean effect going on.
And we like it with flats, right?
We like it with flats. Leave the stilettos at home, put on the little ballet flat, and you've got a look that is absolutely 2006.
Everyone is voting on number 1 as the steel. What's the answer?
They're too clever for their t-shirts. The steel is number 1. Yay!
Good job.
And that is a total of $107.59 versus $1,057 on the splurge.
Whoa.
Now take a look at that skirt. The skirt on the steel look is absolutely fabulous. It's $15.80 from Forever 21. But the only trouble with that skirt is it's not lined versus the Club Monaco at $79, which is a cotton sateen and it is lined. So you have to be careful about the underwear going on here.
Okay, we're taking it to the tailor and ask him to line it.
That's true, but then you're going to end up with a very expensive skirt. Yeah, there you go.
All right, thank you, ladies.
But it's a very, very pretty look. I love that look, very flattering.
Mandi, say it isn't so. We're going back to the 80s?
Oh, I know, the 80s. Who would have thought the 80s? But you know what? If you have a tummy, and this is one of the most popular questions we're asked at Shop Etc. How can I camouflage my mummy tummy? Well, here you go. A tunic like this with leggings that sucks everything in is absolutely great. But here's the thing. Leave the leg warmers at home. For goodness sake, pair it with a platform, which manages somehow to balance out the look.
And it does update it.
It really updates it. That core platform with the patent leather, it's great.
Okay, as always, we're voting on the steel. Oh, let's see. Hannah, Harry, and Renee say number 1, and Doretha says number 2. Who's right?
Okay, and it's number 1. Yay! The steel total is $116.69, while the splurge total is $301.99.
Wow.
So there's a heck of a difference things going on there. That's an H&M tunic. It's made from rayon, so it's not as expensive versus the jersey cotton over here with all the trimmings. The leggings, however, there's a huge difference. $5.99 from Target versus American Apparel, $26. You're paying for the spandex there. If you really want to be sucked in, go for the American Apparel.
We want to be sucked in. It's all about the silhouette. Okay, Harry and Renee tied. They got 3 for 3, but Doretha, thank you for playing. You got 2. Hannah, you tied with Doretha, second place.
Okay,
so Doretha gets the prize.
She gets party gifts, and you know, we know you're going to see the color purple tonight. You can wear your Survivor butt while you're there. You go. Okay, it'll be perfect for the audience. Thanks for playing.
Thank you so much.
Mandi Norwood at Shop Etc. Harry, over to you.
Thanks very much, guys.